Many of us put a retirement plan in place far earlier than we'll need it at present, with the hope that a nest egg is going to be waiting for us at the end of our professional lives. But that may not always be the case, and an interview-packed film might help you understand why. We got Tim Whistler from the Whistler Agency in Peoria here to share why coming to a screening of The Baby Boomer Dilemma might help you with some big questions. Tim, good morning.
Good morning, John.
Thanks for being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. All right, first things first, I want to talk a little bit about the agency itself.
Sure.
What are some of the things you guys do, and how do you help your customers out?
You know, we focus in on helping people avoid taking unnecessary risks in retirement. You know, you spend all those years building wealth, saving, accumulating as much as you can. Now you make that transition to retirement, which can be a little bit of an unnerving situation. So we provide information and education to help people understand what is properly needed to take income from the assets that we have built all those years.
Gotcha. You know, you can only retire once, they say,
Hopefully,
right?
yes, sir.
Hopefully
That's
once.
Yes, that's right.
Now, obviously, this film is something that, and I was not even familiar with this until we were ready to discuss this with you. It's kind of focusing on some of the maybe lesser-known assets and aspects, I should say, speaking of money, assets, and the risks, like you mentioned, that may come with retirement. Kind of talk about the film itself with us.
Absolutely. It does a fantastic job of providing content from Nobel Prize winners and PhDs on what people should understand is important when it comes time to preserving those assets that are going to be key to provide the income they want to have in retirement. Because there are many, many challenges and risks that retirees will face, and sometimes we don't know what we don't know.
Sure.
So that film does a great job of saying, look, you're going to face market volatility. You've built tax-deferred accounts for decades. So now all of a sudden here comes the IRS knocking on your door saying, hey, remember us?
Yeah.
Now we got to start taking some income. We'll generate some taxes. So therefore, you know, the film does a great job of simply saying, look, here's what you need to know. The next phase now is to have the conversation. Now we sit down, we have that no obligation, get acquainted conversation and walk through, okay, what's the income, what are the assets that we have, and what do we want to do in retirement? So that way we can provide a balanced portfolio that creates the income that folks need for the retirement lifestyle.
Definitely. So kind of starting to lay the foundation of thinking as far ahead as possible.
Absolutely. That's exactly right.
Definitely.
We just kind of want to have that, you know, sometimes we don't know, you know, what we need to do for retirement planning. You know, saving for retirement is very simple.
Yeah.
Right? We're trying to get as much return on investment as we can. Well, now you transition to retirement, there's still an ROI that's there, but it's reliability of income. And most folks are not even really sure, how do we do that? How do we take those dollars from those assets and create income that we need to complement Social Security, maybe a pension?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where our specialty lies, is helping clients understand those tasks.
And everybody wants a good ROI at the end of the day,
Yes,
right?
sir. That's what it's all about. Yes, sir.
And I do want to just give you a quick shout out, because not only are you providing multiple screenings of this, but you are also providing some concessions too.
I am. You know, we want to make this a good event for folks. Not only come out, it's a night out of the house. You know, they're going to have the opportunity to sit through an 85-minute movie. It's not real long, provides great content, and we're going to throw in the popcorn and soda as well.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And I just want to ask too, I mean, what is the biggest thing you hope people take away from this?
Just for the fact that they're can be made aware of what they should know, and that's the feedback that we received from the folks who attended the February events when we sponsored the movie. Is just they were so grateful for, you know, we weren't really sure what to even look for, and so that's why we're going to do this again.
Perfect.
So we're looking forward to the opportunity to share this movie with our community again here in a couple of weeks.
Looking forward for sure. And of course, we're going to throw some information up on the screen for the folks at home. These are going to be 3 different screenings that you can check out for The Baby Boomer Dilemma. And this is going to be at Willow Knolls Theater, excuse me. You got the address up there in Peoria. And, you know, once again, everything's pretty much covered, thanks to Mr. Whistler here. So you got nothing to worry about when you're rolling through. Maybe the money you would have spent on those concessions, you can put into a retirement fund.
There we go.
Possibly.
That's a start.
There we go.
That's right.
Tim, good to see you this morning. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
And of course, we'll have this interview online for you to check out as well if you want to rewatch. And we've also got to discuss our, shall we say, our poll results, as well as a special birthday shout out that we want to give. We'll be right back after the break.